In this section, we'll be learning about a basic data structure called array. First, let's go over the definition. Array is a simple data structure that represents a collection of items. The items are stored in contiguous or neighboring block of memory. Why do we learn about arrays? Well, first, array problems are the basics of technical interview questions. They often show up in technical interviews as they serve as a basic capability check for candidates' programming skills. And here's a list of array operations. It is important to become fluent with these basic operations because you need to know them to solve various programming questions. There are 10 operations listed here, and the first operation is to instantiate. To instantiate an array means to create a new array. The second operation is to get. You should know how to get an item from an array given a specific index. Third operation is to insert. You should also know how to insert an item at a specific index or to the beginning of the array or to the end of the array. The fourth operation is to delete. Similar to insert operation, you should also know how to delete an item at a specific index, including the beginning of the array and the end of the array. The fifth operation is the size. You should also know how to get the size of an array. The sixth operation is to iterate through an array. In programming, there are various ways in which you can iterate through an array. You can iterate through an array using a for loop. Another way to do this would be to use a while loop. And also know that you can also iterate in different directions. Sometimes from the beginning of the array to the end of the array, or some other times in a reverse order from the end of the array to the beginning of the array. It will be very helpful for you to know all the different ways in which you can iterate through an array so that you're prepared to work them in different ways. Seventh operation is this set of mathematical operations such as min, max, and sum. These operations only work against numerical array or arrays containing numerical values. It is helpful to know these operations because it gives you a convenient way to access these properties of an array. While these operations are often available as the built-in methods of a programming language, it is still helpful to know how to implement them and know their runtime. Eighth operation is the sorting operation. You should know how to sort items in ascending order as well as descending order. Moreover, it is also helpful to know what it means to sort in place and to sort out of place. To sort in place means to modify the order of items in constant space, which means that you're not creating any extra copies or using any extra space. In contrast, to sort out of place means you're actually creating a new copy or using extra space to sort items in different order. Lastly, you should also know what is the runtime of the sorting function is. The ninth operation is the slicing operation. When you slice an array, you're creating a copy of the array that contains the items from the specified start index to the end index. The tenth and the last operation is the reverse operation. As the name suggests, when you reverse an array, the order of items flips over. Similar to sort operation, you should also know the difference between in-place reverse and out-of-place reverse. In-place reverse will allow you to change the order of items in the array using constant space. In contrast, out-of-place reverse will change the order of items in the array in the new copy of the array.